That's a little untidy.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Great touch.
And down it goes. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
That gets the job done. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 strokes back. How close was that to going down? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, so close. We don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Billy Horschel is atop the leaderboard with a 1-stroke advantage. Here we are at the 5th hole. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Playing from around 150 yards here. 5 strokes behind our leader. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Putting for a par now. Billy Horschel currently in the lead here. Looking at a par 5 here.
Pretty good shot there.
Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Second shot here on the 7th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
This is their look at birdie.
Former FedEx Cup champ Billy Horschel has the lead in this one. This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
That dog will hunt.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. It was on a good line. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Looks good off the blade. Billy Horschel is currently 1 shot ahead of the field. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Oh, that was flushed. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Oh, what a super shot. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 3 shots off the lead. This putt is of 9 feet.
This for a birdie run.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. He finds himself tied for 6th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Second shot here on the 11th. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Looking really good, this one. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 3 under. He currently shares 4th position.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Going with the 7. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 4 under. Now on the tee of a long par 4. It's always important to club down when playing from an elevated position. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Could roll into the rough on this one. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. Ooh, that almost went down. He has this putt to save his par. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Just one off the lead after that hole. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
This would be a great up and down. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently in a share of top spot. This hole is a par 5.
Nice birdie at the last. Let's see what they can produce here.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Time for the second shot at the 15th. A big bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Didn't that look good for a long time? A birdie putt awaits. Currently 6 under for the round. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Not the result they were after there.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. Currently 6 under for the event. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Now, great rhythm on that swing. From around 170 yards here.
Straight down wind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Yeah, got a bit out of shape. This one shouldn't find the cut stuff. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make a par here. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. No matter the first round, you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. Hello, Luke Elvey here with Rich Beem. And Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Well, with such a small lead, Luke, I think that they need to produce something solid. Small leads are no fun. I mean, you're out in the lead and you're excited about that, but it can be lost so quickly if they're not careful. One bad decision could wreck it for them.
Well, that's enough from me. It's time to pull the trigger. Let's get down to the course. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
And that makes him tied for first. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
From around 220 yards.
A little less club is required for them.
Opting for the 5-iron. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Ouch, that hurts. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Currently at 7 under for the tournament. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
That's a good-looking shot there.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. Ooh. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Setting up here with a very long putt. Oh, just missed. Putting for par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. This one from about 160 yards out.
He shares top spot.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Yes, they've made it. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We have a par 5 on this one. But there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. Not bad. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Opting for the 5-wood. Well, that's a handy shot. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
And after that hole, you've built a 2-stroke buffer over Billy Horschel.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
Good shot there, Beamer. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
This would be a great par putt if he can make this. Good putt, that. And after that hole, leading Billy Horschel by a stroke. We have a par 3 on this one. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left.
And he's safely on the green. Putting for birdie here.
It's tracking.
Top effort, that.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And after that hole, leading Billy Horschel by 1. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Henny, what's the player facing here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
They've decided to club up.
Well, that's well played, and a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
These are on rails, looking good.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. Here we go, Rich. The back 9 on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Second shot here at the 10th. Oh, almost an Albie. How good was that shot? He's made it for eagle. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 11th. You like that, didn't you? 7 feet to the cup. Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt on the table. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? And choosing the 8-iron here.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. If that's the right pace, this should drop. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Setting up now on a par 4. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. Nicely done. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Oh, this looks pure. And he holds it. What a putt.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He sits in first position. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. I'll tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going down? A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Yeah, good putt, well hold. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
as we head now to the par 5 next.
That one's heading down Broadway. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Trying to get to 16 under with this putt. Just didn't drop. This putt coming up is for birdie. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. A quality shot that. 13 feet to the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That's frustrating. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Going with the 8-iron here.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Yeah, that's well judged.
Putting for a par here.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got around 100 yards here. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
That'll sting a bit.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Well, that's some pretty tiny work through 2 rounds, Rich. Has opened up a huge buffer over the field.
I don't think I've seen 2 rounds this complete in my life, Luke. Having such a massive lead, how can they handle it?
Well, that's all. "2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin.
Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have my mate Rich Beem beside me. And Rich, as this next player begins their round, what do you think of their chances here today?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Looking forward to this, Rich. Let's get into the action.
A bit too much pace on that one.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is what they have left for par.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? He's currently sitting in first place. Here we are at the second tee.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Going with the 6-iron here.
They've chosen to club down here.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Currently in first position. Teeing off here at the third hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. From around 140 yards here. Quality shot, that one. Good mid-range putt, this one. A 16-footer.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Okay, steady now.
Just a short putt remaining here.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we are at the 4th hole.
That's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Surely it's going to.
Well played.
Setting the tone early in this round.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Oh, well played. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Not a bad play, that one.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
What a disappointment. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, there's some real momentum with this player coming off an eagle at the last. Beautiful swing there. Second shot here on the 7th. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole. Going with the 5-iron here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Par putt coming up here.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Setting up in the first cut.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Looking for another birdie here.
Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Well played, mate.
Time for the second shot at the 11th.
Oh, absolutely flushed.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
It was on a good line. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Ooh.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Coming off of a bogey, looking for a birdie.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Yep, he'll take that. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Getting ready to play their third. Didn't that look good for a long time? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously, a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
That one's headed left. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do. And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. This is a good chance for the par. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Well struck. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. That was a beauty. 7 feet to the cup. Oh, so close. Lining up the birdie putt here. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And nicely holed. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Woo-wee. They show movies on flights shorter than that.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. He sits in first position. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That's not the outcome they were after.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
Okay, step 1 complete. Out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt.
This really looks...
Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.